Well, Keith Relf has been getting a lot of play on the channel lately. We just did the Renaissance duo video with him in it. We just did a track by Armageddon not too long ago, and we did Yardbird stuff with him, so it's funny that he keeps popping up, so that's cool. Hi guys, welcome to Lee Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. Just thought that was interesting. And we are back with Armageddon once again. We did Silver Tightrope about a month ago, and this is another Patreon pick from the same person who requested the first track. That is our patron Thor. As always, Thor, thank you for your support, my friend. I appreciate you. We're gonna be listening to a track that was actually kind of requested a lot on that first video, which is Buzzard, which is from their only album. They came out in 1975 with Keith, at least I believe. It is called Armageddon as well. So there you go. Armageddon, Buzzard. There you go. And the cover is very indicative of the title as well. So there you go. Apparently this one's a little heavier, I guess. And apparently Silver Tightrope was about Schmerowin. I didn't know that. And as a former Schmerowin user, I found that interesting. I didn't bring it up in the video, but I did feel a sort of drug sense from that in a way. So that's funny that Thor told me that. So don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you got another track you think I'd like, leave it down below. Doesn't matter who it is. I'd love to hear from you. All right, Buzzard by Armageddon. 3, 2, 1, go. Sick riff. Damn. This drummer is so good, bro. They could literally go anywhere with this. I have no idea where we're going. I love it. Okay, that's what we're calling. All right. With a riff that good, you might as well use it a bunch. That is so cool. Love how foreboding it is. Yeah, come on. Whoa. Bass too, damn. That is too good, bro. Wow. That's got a little Black Sabbath vibes to it. There's Keith on the harmonica too. That hi-hat, oh my god. This is sick, dude. Dum dum. Wow. We ain't done yet. One more for the road. Bam. They just won't quit. Play it again. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, I wish. That was fantastic. Great pick, Thor. It's funny that what two different sides of a band that those two songs are that I've heard. The Silver Tightrope one we did last month, and now this one. It's like completely two different bands, it felt like. But it's still Armageddon. That's crazy. Their versatility is yeah, that's fully on display there. At least if you watch that first video I did for them last month. It was a very moody, rock kind of piece. This one was straight up energy, you know what I mean? From start to finish, that drummer and the guitarist did not fucking stop, bro. They really didn't. It was just unrelenting. Oh my god, that was great. Then you have Keith, his vocals popped up a few times, not too much though. They didn't really use it as much as I thought they would. But that harmonica, once it came in, big like Zeppelin vibes from that at points. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure this was, I guess, around the same time as Zeppelin, so who knows. I also heard, what else did I hear in there? There's a couple bands that I heard in there that I was like, oh, that's interesting. But you know, it's such a talented group instrumentally. God damn, that is a sound piece right there. I mean, seriously, that riff is infectious, bro. It's just gonna be stuck in my head tonight. But hold on, let's see who we got again, because I forgot their names. So it was arranged by Martin Pugh and Bobby Caldwell, vocals by and harmonica by Keith, electric guitar Martin Pugh, drums, vocals, percussion assorted Bobby Caldwell. Bass, Louis Cinemo. Man, that's it. Damn, that's crazy. There's really not much on these guys, because that's how you know it's off the beaten path, when there's no Wikipedia page really for it. I think the band has a page, but this album doesn't. So it's interesting that there's not much on them. There's plenty of stuff on Keith, obviously, but they're talented, man. It sucks, like, knowing that like a band like this that would be solid, you know, in any decade, and probably way more popular in a future decade, you know. I mean, they might have had a good fan base back then, I don't know, but there was just so many good bands back then that you could have been Armageddon. And now that you got chuckleheads like me digging it up, basically, with the assistance of our patrons, obviously, and listening to it, and, you know, hopefully spreading into some people who haven't heard it, you know, or haven't heard it in a long time, because there's so much good music out there. Like, it's crazy. And it's coming from a guy who's listened to God knows how many songs. I lost track at this point in the past year and a half, 2 years. I've listened to a lot of damn music. It's like every decade has their giants, and then every decade has their titans, and then there's every decade has like their demigods, and, you know, it kind of just goes in that, you know, you understand. But then there's just like those, I don't know, they would have been a titan in another era, in another epoch, you know, but in the era that they were in, they were just another, I don't know, soul, basically. There's just so many back then. The well of creativity ran very deep back then in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s too. Turn of the century, there's still some good stuff, you know. Obviously, I was born in the early 90s. I grew up in the late 90s, early 2000s, you know. But like I said, I jumped from like Christian music to death metal pretty quick, so, you know, I missed a lot. But you know, there's just literally every band back then, even your uncle's band, your cousin's band, they were solid. Probably they could put on a good set, you know what I mean? That just blows my mind. That's like the number one thing out of everything. How much good music we're spoiled. Even nowadays, obviously you guys were spoiled back in the day of music, but we're spoiled that we can just sit here and discuss it and listen to it and enjoy it on a whim, you know? And hopefully it's not just a whim, because I like stuff like this. And I don't know if there's more stuff from this album that we should check out, but I'm totally down, man, because that riff was sick. The drumming was on point. Fan-fucking-tastic. The entire time that drummer was keeping up. Honestly, he was outpacing the guitar at some points, but yeah, he was putting on a show, basically a clinic on his own. Vocals, like I said, when they were used, were interesting. They were good. They didn't really take away from the piece or add anything to it, in my opinion. There was that one section where I kind of gave it a little more mystique, I guess, but other than that, I think the vocals are kind of a non-factor, to be honest. But the instrumental was so tight, it didn't really matter. But that was great. I think I don't know if I'd like the Silver Tightrope side of them better, or this. It's honestly both really good. So I'd have to listen to them both again to really make a decision on that. But from what I've heard, just excellent band all around, man. 2 songs in, 2 different sides of them, both very good. And if you missed the first video, I'll have it linked up there somewhere, or if you missed it, it's in the description. If you click in the video, the bottom of it, you'll see it. Silver Tightrope. It's a really good song. You probably like it. So thank you again, Thor. Excellent pick. If I had to pick something as my favorite, probably the guitar, drumming too, but I really liked when the harmonica comes in about halfway through. And I love the pace of it. Just did not stop. That's my type of music right there. Just don't let your foot off the gas. That's how you do it. So if you guys have any other recommendations, like I said, by Armageddon, leave it down below. Or any other band for that, whatever. You know, I'll do whatever, man. I don't really care. I'm kind of open, you know, to do some new stuff. I was thinking about doing some like classical music or something like that. You know, I gotta spark some new life into the channel, do some new genres, do some new stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because once these copyright strikes go away, I am just going guns blazing, bro. Because I am tired of feeling like I'm in a damn prison. Oh, it sucks, bro. Like, I hate these strikes. Like, it's literally like I'm in a cage, basically, and they just keep, like, opening the door, and I'm like, for a day, and then they re-lock me back in. Thanks. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna get out of here. Have a good one.